Here, in the vast expanse of Siberia, lies a realm unlike any other on Earth. This is Yakutia, a republic in the Russian Federation larger than Argentina, yet home to fewer than 1 million people. It is a land defined by one powerful, unyielding force, the cold. As winter descends, the world is transformed into a breathtaking spectacle of white and blue. Rivers freeze solid enough to become highways, their surfaces gleaming under the pale Arctic sun. The air itself becomes thick, heavy, and so cold that it seems to crackle with an unseen energy. It is a silence that is profound, broken only by the crunch of snow underfoot or the distant howl of the wind through the endless taiga forest. The landscape is a masterpiece of nature's most austere artistry. Immense forests of larch trees, their needles shed for the winter, stand like ghostly sentinels across the horizon. Their branches are coated in a thick layer of hoarfrost, each tiny crystal sparkling as if dusted with diamonds. The sun, when it appears, hangs low in the sky, casting long ethereal shadows that stretch for miles across the pristine snow. This is not a land that is merely cold. It is a world sculpted and governed by frost. Every mountain, every valley, and every living creature has been shaped by its powerful, enduring presence, creating an environment of stark and mesmerizing beauty. In this kingdom of ice, life must be resilient. The animals that survive here are masters of adaptation. The Yakutian horse, a small and incredibly hardy breed, pours through deep snow to find frozen grass, its thick coat a formidable shield against the biting temperatures. Reindeer herds move gracefully through the frozen wilderness, their hooves perfectly designed to tread on snow. Even the birds that remain, like the ptarmigan, change their plumage to a brilliant white, becoming almost invisible against the snowy backdrop. This is a world where survival is a daily challenge, a constant negotiation with the elements, and every living thing has found its own remarkable solution. The people who call this land home, the Yakuts or Sakha people, have lived in harmony with this extreme environment for centuries. Their stories and traditions are woven from the threads of winter. They understand its rhythms, its dangers, and its unique gifts. For them, the cold is not an enemy to be conquered, but a powerful spirit to be respected. It shapes their daily lives, their beliefs, and their very identity. In this seemingly inhospitable world, they have not only survived, but have built a rich and vibrant culture, proving that life can flourish in the most unlikely of places. It is a testament to the extraordinary adaptability of humankind. Our journey begins in Yakutsk, the capital of the Sakha Republic. It holds the remarkable title of the world's coldest major city. Here, winter temperatures regularly plummet to -40 degrees Celsius and even colder. Life in Yakutsk is an extraordinary display of human ingenuity and endurance. The city is shrouded for months in a thick, icy fog, known locally as tuman. This fog is created by the breath of people, the exhaust from cars, and the steam from buildings, all of which freeze instantly in the frigid air. The sun becomes a distant, hazy orb, and visibility can drop to just a few meters, turning the city into a surreal, almost dreamlike world. Daily routines in Yakutsk are dictated by the extreme cold. Going outside requires careful preparation. People dress in layers, their outermost garments often made of thick furs, which provide the best insulation against such temperatures. Exposed skin is a serious risk, as frostbite can occur in a matter of minutes. Drivers often leave their cars running for hours, even all day, to prevent the engines and batteries from freezing solid. Those who do turn their cars off wrap them in heated blankets. The simple act of going to the market becomes an adventure, with vendors selling frozen fish and meat, which stand upright in the open air like blocks of stone. The city itself is a marvel of engineering, built entirely on a foundation of continuous permafrost, ground that remains frozen year-round. Buildings cannot be constructed directly on the surface, as the heat they generate would melt the ice beneath, causing them to sink and collapse. Instead, The entire city is elevated on deep concrete piles driven many meters into the frozen earth. This allows cold air to circulate underneath, keeping the permafrost stable. Pipes carrying water and heat run above ground, snaking through the city like metallic arteries, heavily insulated to prevent their contents from turning to ice. Despite these challenges, Yakutsk is a thriving modern city. It is a hub of culture, science and industry, famously known for the vast diamond deposits found in the region. The people here have a unique relationship with the cold. They do not simply tolerate it, they have learned to live with it and even celebrate it. Winter is a time for ice sculptures, outdoor festivals and traditional sports that embrace the frosty conditions. The residents of Yakutsk possess a quiet resilience and a practical, good-humored approach to life, demonstrating that a warm and vibrant community can exist in the very heart of the cold. To truly understand the extremes of this land, we must travel deeper into its heart. We leave Yakutsk and venture eastward along the Kolyma Highway. This route is known by a much grimmer name, the Road of Bones. It was built during the Stalinist era by Gulag prisoners, and it is said that the bones of those who perished during its construction were mixed into the very foundation of the road. This haunting history lends a somber air to the journey, a reminder of the human cost associated with taming this wilderness. The road stretches for over 2,000 kilometers, a lifeline carved through one of the most remote and challenging terrains on the planet. The journey itself is an expedition into an increasingly frozen world. The landscape becomes more wild, more desolate. The taiga forest stretches to the horizon in every direction, a silent expanse of white and grey. We pass through small, isolated settlements where smoke curls from the chimneys of log cabins, the only sign of human life for many miles. The road surface is a mix of gravel and packed snow, demanding skill and caution from our driver. Every kilometer takes us further away from the modern world and deeper into a place where nature's power is absolute and undeniable. The cold intensifies with every passing hour. Along this historic route, the sense of isolation is immense. For long stretches, there is nothing but the road, the forest, and the endless sky. Mobile phone signals disappear, and the world shrinks to the confines of our vehicle and the narrow path ahead. Yet, there is a profound beauty in this solitude. The air is so pure, it feels ancient. The snow is so wide, it hurts the eyes. This is a journey that changes one's perspective, highlighting the fragility of human existence against the immense scale and power of the natural world. It is a pilgrimage to the very epicenter of winter. Our destination is a small village that lies just off this infamous highway, a place that has earned the title of the Pole of Cold. This is the coldest permanently inhabited settlement on Earth, and its name is Oymyakon. The journey here is not just a physical passage through space, but a passage back in time. As we approach, we are entering a world where life is governed by ancient traditions and an intimate, hard-won knowledge of survival. The Road of Bones has delivered us to the doorstep of a community living at the very edge of what is humanly possible. We have arrived in Oymyakon. This small, unassuming village in a remote Siberian valley is legendary. It was here, in 1924, that the temperature officially dropped to a staggering -71.2 degrees Celsius. This remains the coldest temperature ever recorded in any permanently inhabited place on Earth. The name Oymyakon, in the local language, ironically means non-freezing water, a reference to a nearby thermal spring that remains liquid even in the depths of winter. But for most of the year, everything here is locked in a state of profound frost. Life in Oymyakon is a daily masterclass in survival. In this extreme environment, the very laws of physics seem to bend. If you throw a cup of hot water into the air, it instantly explodes into a cloud of ice crystals before it can even touch the ground. A wet towel hung outside will freeze solid in seconds, becoming as hard as a sheet of metal. Pen ink freezes, Batteries lose their power almost instantly. Metal becomes brittle, and touching it with bare skin would mean losing a layer of flesh. The air is so cold that people speak of hearing the whisper of the stars, the faint crackling sound of their own breath freezing into tiny crystals as they exhale. The people of Oymyakon live in simple, sturdy wooden houses, often heated by a single coal-burning stove that must be kept running 24 hours a day. An outdoor toilet is the norm, a brisk and challenging experience in such temperatures. The diet is necessarily high in fat and protein, relying heavily on meat and fish. Reindeer meat, horse meat, and a variety of fish caught from the frozen rivers provide the essential calories needed to generate body heat. There are very few vegetables, as nothing can grow in the frozen soil for most of the year. Life is stripped down to its bare essentials. Despite the unimaginable harshness, there is a rhythm and a peacefulness to life here. The community is small and tightly knit. Everyone knows each other, and neighbors rely on one another for help and support. The children are as tough as the adults, playing outside in temperatures that would send most of the world scurrying indoors. They are taught from a young age how to respect the cold and how to stay safe. Life in Oymyakon may be one of the hardest on the planet, but it is also a powerful example of human adaptation and the ability to find contentment in the most extreme circumstances. To truly understand life here, one must listen to the people. Their words carry the weight of generations of experience, a wisdom born from living in partnership with the cold. We spoke with an elder in Oymyakon, his face a roadmap of a long life etched by wind and frost. "The cold is our friend and our teacher," he explained, his voice calm and steady. "It teaches us to be patient, it teaches us to be strong. You cannot fight the frost. You must learn to live with it, to respect its power. When you do that, you find there is a great beauty in it, the silence of a winter morning, the sparkle of the snow. This is our home." A local reindeer herder shared his perspective on the land. For him and his family, life revolves around the seasonal migrations of their herd. "The reindeer give us everything," he told us, gesturing towards the animals. "They give us food, they give us clothing, they give us transport. We follow them, and they follow the ancient paths. Our connection to these animals and to this land is everything. We do not own the land, we are simply its guests. We take only what we need, and we always give thanks. This is the way of our ancestors, and it is the only way to survive here." Even the younger generation, growing up in a world of increasing connectivity, feels this deep bond with their environment. A young woman in Yakutsk, a university student, described her feelings about winter. "Of course, sometimes it is difficult," she admitted with a laugh. "You dream of warmth and sun, but winter is part of who we are. It makes us tougher. It brings families together, sitting inside by the fire, telling stories. When you spend a winter here, you appreciate the summer in a way that people in warmer climates never can. Every ray of sun is a gift. These voices paint a picture not of hardship and misery, but of resilience, pride, and a profound connection to place. The people of Yakutia do not see themselves as victims of their environment. Instead, they are its guardians, its children. They have an intimate understanding of its cycles and its moods. Their wisdom is not found in books, but is passed down through stories, through daily practices, and through a shared experience of living in the planet's coldest home. It is a wisdom that speaks of respect, adaptation, and finding warmth in the heart of the community, no matter how cold it is outside. Beneath the entire region of Yakutia lies a sleeping giant, the Permafrost. This is a layer of soil, rock, and ice that has remained frozen for thousands of years, in some places reaching depths of over a kilometer. It is the foundation upon which everything in this land rests, both literally and figuratively. The permafrost is a geological marvel, a vast frozen archive of Earth's ancient past. It has shaped the landscape, creating unique formations like thermokarst lakes, which form when pockets of ice within the ground melt. and the land above subsides. It dictates where people can build, what can grow, and how life itself is structured. The permafrost is also a treasure chest for science. Because the ground is permanently frozen, it acts as a giant natural freezer. Scientists have unearthed the remarkably well-preserved remains of prehistoric animals that roamed here during the last ice age. Woolly mammoths, woolly rhinoceroses, and ancient cave lions have been discovered, their skin, hair, and even internal organs sometimes still intact. These incredible finds provide an unparalleled window into a lost world, allowing scientists to study the genetics, diet, and environment of creatures that have been extinct for over 10,000 years. Yakutia's frozen ground is a library of natural history. However, this sleeping giant is beginning to stir. Climate change is causing global temperatures to rise, and the Arctic is warming at a much faster rate than the rest of the planet. As a result, the permafrost is starting to thaw. This has profound consequences for the region. Buildings and infrastructure built on the assumption of stable, frozen ground are now at risk. Roads are buckling, buildings are cracking, and pipelines are in danger of rupturing. The very foundations of life in Yakutia are becoming unstable. The thawing of the permafrost is one of the most visible and urgent signs of a changing planet. The thaw also poses a global threat. The permafrost contains vast amounts of frozen organic matter. As it thaws, this matter begins to decompose, releasing huge quantities of greenhouse gases like methane and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This creates a dangerous feedback loop. The released gases contribute to further warming, which in turn causes more permafrost to thaw. Scientists are working urgently to understand this process and its potential impact. The sleeping giant of Yakutia is waking up, and its awakening could have consequences for the entire world. After the long, dark, and profoundly cold winter, the arrival of summer in Yakutia is nothing short of miraculous. The transformation is swift and dramatic. For a brief period, lasting only a couple of months, the land of ice becomes a land of water and vibrant green. The sun, which was once a pale visitor, now hangs in the sky for nearly 24 hours a day during the famous white nights. Temperatures can soar to over 30 degrees Celsius, a swing of nearly 100 degrees from the winter lows. The once silent taiga forest explodes with life and sound. The landscape is completely reborn. The snow and ice melt away, feeding countless rivers and creating a vast network of lakes and wetlands that shimmer under the relentless sun. The larch trees, which stood bare and skeletal all winter, sprout soft, bright green needles. The forest floor becomes a lush carpet of mosses, lichens, and wildflowers. Millions of flowers bloom in a riot of color, attracting a dizzying array of insects. It is a season of incredible intensity, as all of nature rushes to grow, reproduce, and store energy before the inevitable return of the cold. This is a time of great activity for the people of Yakutia as well. It is the season for construction and repairs, for growing vegetables in small greenhouses, and for foraging in the forest for berries and mushrooms. Families leave the cities to spend time at their dachas or country houses, enjoying the long, warm days. Fishermen take to the rivers, and children swim in the very same lakes that they were skating on just a few months before. The brief summer is a time of celebration, a joyful release from the constraints of winter, and everyone makes the most of the precious warmth and light. The contrast between the seasons is almost impossible to comprehend. It is like living on two different planets. This duality is central to the Yakutian experience. The harshness of the winter makes the beauty of the summer all the more precious. The endless darkness of December makes the perpetual light of June feel like a gift. This extreme cycle of dark and light, cold and warmth has shaped the character of the people, instilling in them a deep appreciation for the changing seasons and a resilience that allows them to thrive in a land of such powerful contrasts. The unique environment of Yakutia has given rise to a truly unique culture. The Sakha people have a rich spiritual tradition that is deeply connected to nature. Their beliefs are a form of Tengrism, a shamanistic philosophy that sees the world as being inhabited by spirits. There are spirits of the forest, the water, the fire, and of course a powerful spirit of the cold. To live successfully here, one must maintain a respectful and harmonious relationship with these spirits. Rituals are performed to appease them, asking for a safe journey, a successful hunt, or a mild winter. This worldview fosters a profound respect for the natural world. This connection is celebrated most vibrantly during the summer festival of Yiyak. This is the Yakut New Year celebration, which takes place around the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. It is a time when people from all over the Republic gather to celebrate the rebirth of nature and the triumph of life over the long winter. Dressed in beautiful traditional clothing, people participate in ancient rituals, including a ceremony to feed the spirits with offerings of kumis, a fermented mare's milk. The festival is filled with music, dancing, traditional sports like wrestling and storytelling. Music and folklore play a vital role in preserving the Sakha identity. One of the most distinctive art forms is the Olonko, a heroic epic that can take many days to perform. These long poetic tales are passed down orally from one generation to the next, recounting the deeds of ancient heroes, battles with dark forces, and the creation of the world. Another unique musical tradition is the playing of the komus, or jaw harp. A skilled player can use this small instrument to create an incredible range of sounds, mimicking the sounds of nature, the wind, the cry of a bird, or the galloping of a horse. This rich cultural tapestry is a source of great pride and strength. It provides a sense of identity and continuity in a rapidly changing world. By keeping their traditions, language, and spiritual beliefs alive, the Sakha people maintain their connection to their ancestors and to the land itself. Their culture is not a relic of the past. It is a living, breathing force that provides meaning, community, and resilience. It is the soul of Yakutia, a beautiful and intricate creation born from the challenges and wonders of living in the kingdom of winter. Our journey through Yakutia has taken us across a land of breathtaking extremes. We have witnessed the profound, crystalline beauty of a world locked in ice, and the explosive, vibrant life of its fleeting summer. We have traveled from the modern elevated city of Yakutsk to the remote traditional village of Oymyakon, the pole of cold. We have seen how life is built upon a foundation of sleeping permafrost, and how that foundation is now threatened by a warming world. It is a land that challenges our very understanding of what it means to be habitable. Yet the most enduring impression of Yakutia is not the cold itself, but the remarkable warmth of its people. In this place where the environment is at its most unforgiving, the bonds of community are at their strongest. Survival depends on cooperation, on neighbors helping neighbors, and on sharing resources and knowledge. The harshness of the outside world seems to foster a greater kindness and generosity within. Hospitality is a sacred duty, and a visitor is always welcomed with a hot cup of tea and a place by the fire. This human warmth is the most essential tool for survival. Life here is a testament to the incredible adaptability and resilience of the human spirit. The people of Yakutia have not just endured the cold, they have built a life and a culture that is in harmony with it. They have found beauty in the starkest of landscapes, joy in the briefest of summers, and strength in the face of immense challenges. They demonstrate that it is possible to not only survive, but to thrive at the very limits of existence. Their story is a powerful reminder that our ability to adapt, to innovate, and to care for one another is our greatest asset. As we look up at the night sky, perhaps witnessing the magical dance of the Aurora Borealis, we are left with a feeling of profound awe. Awe for the power and beauty of the natural world, and awe for the people who call this extraordinary place home. Yakutia is more than just the coldest place on Earth. It is a land of stark contrasts, ancient wisdom, and quiet strength. It teaches us that even in the heart of the deepest cold, it is the warmth of the human spirit that shines the brightest.